You know how you christen something when you break a bottle over it? That's how we christen the shows.
Yes. Station everyone. I like unmuted and it mute me back. And I was like, no, I get it. Oops, I did it again. You know what I'm saying? What is up, everyone? Happy new comic book day. For those of you who got your books today, or whenever you get your books, you guys already know, like I always say, it's like Christmas Day every single week for us comic book fans. And it was actually like kind of like some people went over and kind of had a midnight release for a certain book that, you know, some popular book that came out. You guys heard of this popular book? I think people are online.
My Little Pony?
Oh, I think it was that one.
I think I heard about a new My Little Pony relaunch. They were
wasn't it Care Bears? Wasn't it Care Bears?
Yo,
Care Bears. They were staring at the front entrance like, yeah, Care Bears there. You know what I mean? Trying to make it open. No,
I don't.
baby. Go ahead.
I don't think there's been a midnight release for a book, to my knowledge, in a while.
In years, man.
Yeah, I can't think of one.
I can't think of one. Like there was, I've heard of it before, but it's been a long time since I heard of something like that. So I was like, post-pandemic. Well, we still in one, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. When things trying to get back to whatever the new norm is. So I thought it was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah.
You know, people and you know, everybody knows the book. You know, we keep going, what book are they talking about? Everybody in the comic book world knows Saga number 55, chapter number 50. I keep saying issues, but it says chapter on it. You know what I mean? So I gotta be more specific. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's like James Gunn trying to be cool instead of, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's volume 2. You know, it's just, you know, same thing.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. But you guys know this is Whiplash Wednesday also. So we had a fantastic day with the Peace Be Army Bad Batch. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic day. And I might as well go down through the gauntlet of excellent content up in here. It usually starts with Manny now with what happens when two geniuses collide. You know what I'm saying?
I got how. The Arkham Asylum. I was not paying attention earlier. I'm gonna have to watch that because
yeah. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool and of course I always enjoyed that one. And Manny's different perspective. I got it right this time. I got it right. which is pretty smart. Instead of saying many different perspectives, it's Manny different. I get it now.
I didn't even peep that. Yeah. Play on words. I like it.
You proud of me, Manny? I hope you're proud of me. I got that all by myself. Wonderful video. I like the new video, the new style and all that. You do an excellent job and in it, awesome. The only thing I don't like that, and it's cool, I understand, it's short. We get a little bit of Manny, you know what I mean? But I guess as long as we get you, that's all that counts, you know what I'm saying? But leave us wanting more. Awesome video, excellent job on that video, and keep on keeping on, because I think the next one is 1 o'clock is when these drop, right? Or usually when it happens.
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Ranch with Comickings Brando, and there's some guy, I don't know if you know him, you know, it's Stefan Link, you know, something like that. Why do DC need Jeff Johns now more than ever? Which I can't wait to watch that while I'm back and boarding. That's why I like to watch my videos the most when I'm trying to watch it on the rewind. And I'm going to watch that. But sometimes I end up watching it twice because if I'm awake, I'll watch it while whatever I'm doing. And then I end up watching it a second time. So, Brando, can't wait for you and Steph to watch that while I'm back and boarding. I got some good, nice material, new material for me this week. Guys, check that out on the rewind. It is out now. Try to check it out after the show. Come watch that after the show. Come on, watch us. You know what I'm saying? But excellent show. Of course, then we go to Canada. Well, we don't go to Canada, but you know, TM Nerdy chatting with the community. Episode, number 39 with Dave's Collection.
39.
Yeah. You know, we all waiting for the 69 one. 69, dude. That would be for a while, but 39 is a lot of episodes. Awesome awesome sit down with these wonderful people from the community.
Absolutely.
Always a great show, TM. You do a good job with these guys, and keep doing the fantastic work. And then
oh, sorry, I was gonna say he's like the Barbara Walters, you know. She says those nice intimate interviews, lets you get to know some people.
Yeah, and we're 3 of those 39. So you scroll down a little bit, you'll find one for each of us, which is awesome.
Yeah, we're
too.
somewhere in the beginning, you know. Nobody wants to
right?
Yeah. So, I think I'm number 3 or something. Nobody watches that one, but you know. Stay tuned to you guys. Everybody was on there, and of course, I didn't forget you. Nick. Station. He does have his cadets video, which always drops. You know what I'm saying? He's always starting new things and showing the books. He showed a little bit of toys this time. He's trying to focus on the books, which I understand. Everybody knows I love the toys, but you gotta do what you gotta do in that video. That's still a fantastic video. If you guys want to know what came out in this week, he'll show everyone what came out during the week, and he still shows some toys in it and all that. So that's awesome, that video. But he doesn't stop there. That usually goes after Manny's, but I wanted to show both his videos because he's back for a second time in the day, and he drops his haul. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And there's a certain book there that came out last night. I don't remember did we talk about that book already? I think we did. You know, something like that. That Saga 55. So a wonderful haul video, and I think I got everybody for the Whiplash ones. Of course, we're going over the TV series critique edition of our show. This is the first time we're doing it on Let's Talk About It Remastered. And Stef, what show are we talking about?
The modern day classic Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, modern sci-fi classic. I think it's, you know, a pinnacle of television achievement and sci-fi achievement. Like it's definitely one for the books that I don't want to say it's overlooked or underlooked, but I think it definitely deserves more shine. Yeah, so I'm happy we're doing it for sure.
I'm excited we're doing it. I watched for the first time today. It was episode 1 and 2 were an hour and a half long. So
Titanic length.
It's a mini series, and they kind of separated exactly what you said, like in the Titanic with the VHS separated thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, we're gonna talk about that in a second. What I think about it in a second. But before we get to that, I want to talk about next week's show. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about Sunday's show too. But next week's show, we're gonna go back with Battlestar Galactica. You know what I'm saying? Yes, at 8 p.m. we have a new time, 8 p.m. Eastern for February 2nd. We're gonna do that show a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? For people in the East. You know what I'm saying? It gets pretty late. Sometimes we do go a little long. We don't mean to, but it just happens that way. But we start a little bit earlier. And, you know, hopefully we won't be late like we are today. But my show, you guys know, it happens a lot. We late. You know, and then I'm muted. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do that. And then we're going to do our recent reads next week, what we did last week. And I can't wait for that because I love the recent reads part, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't get to read a whole lot of books this week, but because I went back to work and it was like full-blown work, and I was like, after a little vacay, you know, oh man, that was brutal.
You gotta get back and just to the swing of it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, like you don't recover like you used to. You know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn. I'm not immortal anymore, you know what I mean? I'm like Wolverine when he lost his powers, you know, he had seen his powers. Ooh, I already need a sip of my coffee, and of course, I'm not gonna stop. I know we're going a little long, but you guys know I always do this in the intro, because this Sunday we have a certain guest coming on and a certain awesome movie coming on. You guys remember what we're doing this Sunday? The hashtag Blame Phable Tonight show.
Warriors,
come out to play. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Damn it. I wish I had 2 bottles.
One of my all-time favorite movies.
Nice.
No, I gotta. You know what I'm saying? I had the Blu-ray for a while. I always get it. I had it for VHS. I had it for DVD, and now I have it on the Blu-ray. And you guys know it. I'm gonna get it on 4K one day. You know what I'm saying? That's just some movies. Yeah, some movies you have to get it over and over again. This is one of them.
I agree. Oh yeah.
One of my favorites. In New York, you see the old time subways. That's probably my favorite part of the movie because you don't have those now. They closed off a lot of those, made them shorter, stuff like that. But that's not today. That's next week because today we're doing a little bit of finally premiering our TV show. But you guys always know, and somehow after we go through our TV show, you guys know what I like to do. You guys know what I love. Hold on, let me get that sign out of there because you guys know what it's time for later. You know what I'm saying? Show and tell, that beautiful sight. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. This is my favorite segment. For today, we're like, yeah. But for today, my show and tell will be okay. I got from Taqi. I was gonna just film the video, but I never got a chance to. I can't wait to see what's in it, so I'm gonna do it here, like in a style that when I go through it, I'm gonna do it like I'm doing a video. You know what I mean? Kind of like Robbie does. You know what I mean? Like we copy a lot of Robbie. You know what I'm saying? That's our guy. You know what I'm saying? Let's not lie. So I'm gonna attempt to do. I don't think I'm gonna do as well as him, but I'm gonna attempt to do that and take the clip and maybe we bring it out again later. So that's what I'm gonna do. Show and tell will be fun, but guys, let's go to the chats, man. I don't think we've been to the chats yet. They're probably waiting. You know what I mean? And you know how on the top of the thing it gives you a number of how many comments there is. And guess what number that was? No lie. Guess what number that was on the top?
69.
69, dude.
I should have said when I did it. Station to that. But real quick, Brother Joe. Thanks for joining us, Brother Joe. Always awesome. We kind of miss him on this show. Usually he starts us off on the week on Sunday, but that's what happened. On Sunday he starts us off. He starts the week off strong with the Sunday, or ends the week. Whatever you guys want to, Sunday like in the calendar is the beginning. You guys know it's confusing. Either or. It's the end of the weekend, beginning of the weekend, beginning of the week. It's kind of like Hulk 180, 181. Kind of that argument. There you go.
There is a correct answer. No, I'm just kidding.
Hardcore Station, Bobby Bella Ghetto. What is up? We also have TM Nerdy Station. He says you are 3. Thank you. Manny's Different Perspectives Station, my man. Great video today. Fargate says Battlestar Galactica 1980 was the best. He's starting something. Maybe I'll go back after this series and watch the original, see how it was. But I don't know. Trade Paper Dad Station. Brother Joseph Whiplash Wednesday, best in the business. Thank you. Brandon, the brother, ComicKings, the ComicKings, Brando Station, man. Thanks always for joining us. Let me see. Anybody read the comic based on the TV series? Did Battlestar Galactica? No.
I think they might have released comics for both the OG and the 2000 series, and I haven't read neither though. But no, I have not. And
Nick, the Comic Nerd Station, brother. Whoa, he's like, Warriors, yes. That's what we're doing this Sunday. Come out to play. Bobby's like Batman 66, Fargate. Got a slip for that movie. I don't have the slip, but when I get the 4K, I will have the slip for that. James Felt Station, thanks for joining us. Oh man. Oh, Billy Power Max.
Oh,
Station, brother, Station. Let me see. I think I caught up. I think I got everybody. So yes, so we caught up from the chat. Thanks for joining us again. Battlestar Galactica, the star. There you go, man. So how are we gonna start?
Yeah, I think we might be able to have to help me with this one. Was it Ronald D. Moore, that creator of this iteration? Okay. Ronald D. Moore is the showrunner creator of this iteration of Battlestar Galactica. I know I'm not entirely sure what his involvement was in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Was it the earlier seasons?
He was a writer that got promoted to head writer, I think.
Okay.
Over the years at that
and
show.
He had some of the more standout episodes, if I recall.
Yeah, a lot of the big episodes from Star Trek: The Next Generation were written by Ronald D. Moore. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So this man is if he started on Star Trek, he's obviously got a clear love for science fiction, and I think he this is in the same vein as Star Trek. It's more, it's more a realistic approach on how things of that nature would proceed. Like it's got its sci-fi elements, but it's really more based on, I don't want to say just the emotions and the dramatics that people will go through going through something like losing their Earth. We'll get into it, but I think the two-parter miniseries does a great job at highlighting that. The first half is almost like it's different, but it's almost still like the cliche science fiction stuff you expect, like they're being attacked, the world's being destroyed. But it's the second half is where like all the weight starts to set in, like just because they survive the attack doesn't mean they're in the clear, like they still got a long road ahead, and a lot of different trials and tribulations. But yeah, that is the introduction. Sorry, I'm going off topic.
It's all good, man.
Herm, we'll start with you since you said this was your first time watching. Have you heard about it before?
Yeah, I've heard about it before. I've seen like a lot of the when they come out with the seasons, when you go shopping at Best Buy and all that, those wonderful covers that they had, like high tech, and then you see the price. They were like $100 for just a season. You know what I mean at the time, and I was it on Sci-Fi that they used to give this on the Sci-Fi channel.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, like I seen like bits and pieces through it. I like what I saw, but I never saw an entire episode. So bits and pieces here and there, and it's just I never got a chance to actually go out there. And I might as well if I would have found it cheaper, because everything back then we didn't have Netflix, we didn't have Netflix was coming in little by little.
And it was like DVD still too, right?
Yeah. So when Netflix was new, you weren't really looking for the shows and stuff. You're looking for actual movies. Every once in a while you did a show, but so I never used to find it on sale. And I never thought like people were talking about, oh, it's Star Wars ripoff or Star Trek ripoff or something like that. I just never got into it, you know what I mean? And it's never not like I didn't want to give it a chance, but seeing it for the first time today, I dug it. I was just like, I was engaged. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, you guys knew I would like this. It's up my alley. I love that space stuff. And if you like Star Wars, I grew up with loving Star Wars. I'm watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. So it gave me like elements of both, even though you don't see Jedis and nothing out here. But outside of Jedis, it gave me those elements. It gave me like the Star Trek is like the big galactic. Galactica is the big ass ship that they're in, right? Yep. So that gave me like Star Trek vibes right there. You know what I mean? So man, I was watching it and I was engaged. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I didn't want to get up to pee. You know what I mean? I had to stop a couple of times.
The show would do it.
Yeah. So and then I know I saw that they were the mini series was an hour and a half each. So they separated 2 parts. You know what I'm saying? And like
it's long.
It was like you were talking about the Titanic thing, you know?
Yeah.
So but it was good long. It went fast for me. I was engaged in the story, and I love the actor Edward James Olmos.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
He is a great actor. I know him from Selena.
Same.
He was the dad for Selena.
Yeah, the dad.
And, Selena, why'd you do that? So I knew he was on that show. I remember seeing him on there, and always wanted to watch the show because of it. Because he's a great actor, great Mexican actor. I know Brother Joe has to know who this guy is. And then I think the relationship he had in Selena with J-Lo was pretty damn good in that movie. I saw that movie a bunch of times. So
Classic.
I was engaged. And I don't want to like jump to the end because I will talk about the end because that did surprise me. I was like, no,
Yes,
no, I was
sir.
heartbroken because
That was the hook.
I dug.
The
You know
hook.
why?
Woof.
That's what that show is. Get ready, Herm. You're in for a ride,
Yeah,
bro.
and that happens a lot.
Yeah.
That hook stuff. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you're in for it, bro.
I thank you guys for introducing me to the show. So making me watch it for the show because it's worth it. And I'm hooked. I didn't want to do the show. I was like, can I watch the next episode?
Yeah.
Postpone it for
I'm glad
tomorrow
to
or
hear
something.
I'm so glad to hear it, brother.
That's my first impression. I love it. I'm already hooked, man. I want to watch the next one already.
Faye, before we hear your experience on it, I want to tie in because Herm was speaking on Edward James Olmos, and I just want to shout him out real quick because I think he was one of the what's the word I'm looking for? He was a big reason as to why the show was successful. Like, he's a prestigious actor. He's got a lot of prestige behind him already by the time he did the show, and he really like backed this show. Like, he was executive producing at one point. It was like coming out of his paycheck. He directed certain episodes. Like, he was very involved with this series throughout the entirety of it. And I think that added a weight to it. People are like, okay, because this guy had been in a bunch of classic. Like you said, he's a great actor, a prestigious actor to begin with. And so people are like,
he's what Picard was for Star Trek.
Yes.
When
Exactly.
they added Picard to Star Trek, I mean, you have this like acclaimed Broadway actor.
Yep.
Right. And he lends that real acting chop, and that's what almost brings to this role a real acting chop, Oscar-worthy kind of.
Yes.
Stuff.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, when this was coming out, people were like, this guy's gonna be on and no disrespect to the original Battlestar Galactica, but this is almost a completely reimagining. Like the old one's kind of corny and campy to a degree, and so when he was coming on to this project, people were like, he's gonna be on this on a sci-fi channel? We gotta check this out, And yeah, he's one of the biggest proponents to why that show works so well. But with that being said, Phable, you mind telling us your experience about the show? Like, have you been watching it from the jump? Did you watch it after the hype it came out, or?
Well, the way I caught wind of this show was just by chance, by circumstance. I was watching Sci-Fi Channel one day. I don't know what show I was watching. There was a few Sci-Fi Channel shows back in the day that I was really into. And this came on. It was on. And I was like, oh, Battlestar Galactica, right? I was like, I've watched Battlestar Galactica when I was a kid. They had 2 series. One in the 70s and one in the 80s. And I saw all of it. Like, I watched that as a child. Like, they used to have it on repeat, you know what I mean? And throughout the 80s. So when I caught it on Sci-Fi, I was like, oh crap.
They redid
this? When did this happen? Right. Yeah, when did this happen? Well, I didn't know about this, right? And you're totally right about the original series. Let me add that. The original series is not that great. I'm just putting it out there right now. It is a campy show. It's science fiction, but it's not really, it's
doesn't
like
strive
action adventure
yeah.
kind of, campy kid thing. You know what I mean? The thing that set that show apart was that it had Industrial Light and Magic do the space effects for it. Industrial Light and Magic.
The original one?
Yeah.
No way.
They did the effects for Star Wars, obviously. So if you look at the openings of Battlestar Galactica, the opening title screen, that was made by the same group. That's why it looks that good.
Wow.
And that turned a lot of people on. Like, that's what made people watch the show to begin with. You know what I mean? But anyway, long story short, I caught the show per happenstance, and I got really interested because the little episode that I watched, I had no idea what was going on, but I was still like, oh, like this.
Yeah, it's gripping.
Like, so I went to see where I can watch because I found out I was in the last season. This was 2009. I found out the last season. That was the last season. So I did some research. I found it on Netflix. Netflix had the whole thing at the time. So me and a girlfriend of mine, we binged the whole thing. And man, just like you said, it's just like you want to keep watching, you want to keep going. This is one of those shows that you just do not want to like turn away from, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my experience with that, and I became a huge fan of the show, and I caught up just in time for the last, because the final season they split in two.
Yep.
So the second half, I caught up with the series in time to watch the second half of the last season.
Lucky, see,
it was coming out. Yeah,
I didn't discover Battlestar, and I think it was early 2011, and I had seen it, like you said, I caught it on Netflix, and I had seen it on there, and I always meant to check it out. But one day I was just like, you know what? I keep hearing about this, man. Let me throw it on. Didn't know what I was in for. I binged like the entirety of it in that whole week. You know, I went through all the seasons, then started on Caprica. Shout out to that show. Ended too soon, but the show is bro, absolutely.
And then doing research after, like, you know, falling in love with the show, I found out that the guy who created it is the guy who was on Star Trek: The Next Generation, like you said earlier. Which was also like, well, no wonder. Like, I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. You know what I mean? I was wondering why this thing caught me the way it did, why it caught me the way it did, you know? And it was just like such an obvious, like, duh. When I found out I did Star Trek, I was like, holy crap, no wonder I love this show so much. Yeah, it totally clicked.
So you guys want to get into, well, I guess we'll try to go over how the episode starts. So the first episode, what I like about Battlestar is like things seem different but familiar at the same time. You know, like it doesn't seem too corny. Like, oh, that's just a corny version of, you know. It's like it seems like technology that would be feasible almost, or just you know, operated just slightly differently. But you know, we see the colonies. Everyone's going about their life. You know, that's another thing I appreciate with the opening of this episode, is because it doesn't start off, well, it kind of starts off with action with the meeting of the Cylons, but after that you just kind of see people going about their life, you know, their relationships. Where we from the jump we see that Adama and Lee, his son Apollo, they've got a strained relationship. You know, we can tell that they don't really vibe with each other. We can introduce to Starbuck, one of the best characters on the show, besides Adama, Captain Adama.
Bo-Katan, you mean? Bo-Katan?
Bo-Katan.
That's what I kept thinking in my head. You know, I was like, the Mandalorian song got in my head. I saw her.
That whistle,
I liked her in it, man. She was really good. She was really good when I saw her, because like when you watch shows like this, you want to see who you recognize. Of course, you recognize her. You recognize Mary McDonnell, which
Fargate. She was phenomenal in this show as well.
Yeah, she was the first lady from the ID4 Independence Day.
Yo.
Yeah. My wife, when she watched the show, she said, "I know everybody in here." She said, "I've seen all these people before."
That's even better.
This is one of those. Like,
gives you a reason to watch it more. Like, they got their start on here, maybe. But dang, I'm starting to bleed together. Help me out here, little guys. So
decommissioning the Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, the last day.
It's a 50-year-old warship.
It's outdated, right?
Yeah, basically the premise is that the Cylons were a machine race of machines, right? That were created by humans to serve man, right? The typical story that you hear, like Terminator, Matrix, same thing, right? Created machines that turned against humanity, right?
Yeah.
They had a big war, and the machines decided to, they came to an armistice. So they came to an agreement not to fight anymore. The machines went their separate way. They all left and went for God knows where. They just left.
Like 40 years, I read. Something like that, right?
Yeah, 50 years, 40 or 50 years, they were gone. So Adama is the captain of one of those original warships from the war that they had. And it's 40 years later, and they're decommissioning. They're turning the ship into a museum, basically.
Yep.
So they're having this big ceremony, and you know, you can see that everybody's like weary on the ship. Everybody's like, you know what I
What are we
mean?
gonna do afterwards? You know?
Yeah, this is it. You know what I mean? This is it. So anyway, it opens with basically they built this space station so that every year the Cylons and the humans can meet once a year, and they do this every year. Well, apparently the Cylons never showed up every year for 40 years straight. Never showed up. And the humans did, though. They always sent the delegate. They always sent some sort of captain or something. So it opens up with the delegate from the 12 colonies, because that's what this is.
Yeah.
The 12 colonies. Yeah. Comes over to meet with the Cylons, but he's fully aware that they're not going to show up, right? Because they've never showed up.
They never,
So he's sitting at this table, and he's just sitting there. He's even falling asleep. They show him falling asleep. Like, he's falling asleep.
He's like,
and he's just staring down the hallway, right? And in the end of the hallway is these two doors, and that's where the Cylons would enter through.
Yep.
So he's just staring. He's falling asleep. All of a sudden, the doors open, and he's like, he's in shock.
Yeah,
he's in shock. So out comes two Cylons, okay, two robotic Cylons. If you remember how the Cylons looked on the 80s show, these were 70s show. These were looking like updated versions of that, which is cool. That's a great callback. They kept basically the same design, but more modernized. And, you know, the guy's in shock. He's seeing these two Cylons walk out. And then here comes a woman. A blonde beauty just walks out. I think she was wearing a red dress, too. Right?
Yeah, knockout. In the red dress.
Knockout. Just comes walking, sauntering down the hallway. And this guy's in total just shock, jaw on the floor.
He doesn't know what he's looking at. Yeah.
She just goes up to him and asks him, "Are you alive?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Prove it." And she just starts kissing him. And when she starts kissing him, all of a sudden, the space station blows up. The Cylons blew up they blew up the space station. So then we go, like you said, there's a bunch of character introductions. You see all these characters. Captain Adama is one of them. Some of his pilots, some of his crew, they're showing that. Some people on the planet that they focus on, because in Battlestar, there's 12 planets, 12 colonies, right? And they're all based on horoscope signs.
Yes.
Right? So you got Tauron, Pycon, Aeron, things like that. The planet that they're on is called Caprica, which I believe is the capital planet of the 12 colonies.
Yep.
So they're showing people on Caprica. The actress you mentioned earlier, the older woman, what's her name again?
Mary McDowell.
Mary McDonald. They show her. They introduce all these characters. And then basically, out of nowhere, the Cylons attack. Come out of nowhere and just do this they find a way to get through the defense system. Whatever defense system they had set up, they totally found a way to shut it down and just sneak attack. And that's how the series starts.
No, let's talk about devastation. I wonder who did the because I was thinking this today watching just like the space battles, like it still holds up today, you know, like the CGI or the effects still looks very good.
It looks pretty good for a low budget show. You can tell like it was a low budget show, but it was well done.
They did well with what they had. But no, that some of the coolest visuals of this first half is like you just see like nukes going off. It's like giving the it's kind of giving off the vibe that these planets are big, you know, because you just see nuke going off here, nuke going off on this side of the planet, and people are still like they still have hours before the world, you know, the world's destroyed. Like they'll see the blast from afar, but the effect's not going to get to them for so long. This happens with Gaius.
Yeah, it's almost like their planet is as big as Jupiter or something like that. You know what I mean? That's how big that planet is. Yeah.
Well, so was there like a class system? I was going to ask with the planets. like with Caprica being the capital, where they're like, you know, because remember Gaius was from I
There's
forget what
not a class system, but there's definitely a cultural difference.
Okay.
Like the people from Geminon are dress a little different than the people from Caprica.
Okay.
You know, things like that. Okay.
But we all find out Gaius, one of very smart dude. I think he helped design some. He had a lot of information when it came to like the defense system and stuff like that. And he happened to be having a little tyrus with the lady in the red dress that we saw that Phable had mentioned earlier on the space station.
Who was supposedly dead, right? Because the space station blew up. So it's a shock to see her.
Yeah.
Walk into the house. You know. Yeah, it's like, what is
Did this happen before? Or like,
that's where the intrigue starts, right there. You know.
Yeah, she's like all like all like being sexy, and then you see her. I mean, they don't show a lot, but you see a scene there. They go, and she's all.
Oh,
and then like
her back.
You see her back, you know, light up, and it's like, oh, you knew she was a droid. You knew she was like, you know, an advanced version of the Cylons or something like that. And I was like, oh, so I'm here thinking, like, I was thinking when I saw that this guy must mean something if she's like, you know, getting busy with this guy. So, you know what I mean? Like, eventually we find out like he is probably the biggest reason why everything happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna say he is the reason. You gotta, because he was just being careless. You know, if she pretty much let him know, like, you know, you've given me everything I needed. You know, like you were just pillow talking. He was pillow talking to the wrong one, and it happens.
Right.
I want to ask you guys about this scene. The scene in the crowd right before the nukes start going off. A lady in the red dress, the baby in the market. Saloon. Now, do you guys think I'm trying to do it without spoilers. You know what I'm talking? Do you think she did that to kind of like as a way, not to be nice, it's not the right word, but just kind of to prevent the baby from what was coming up next, you know? Like it was like a mercy thing.
You know, I never looked at it like that.
I didn't even look at it. Yeah, I looked at it like she was, because she was an android. She was still intrigued that these big humans came from that one little baby.
Right.
So that's why she wanted to hold it and all that. And then once the lady was distracted, she did what she did. They didn't show it, but you hear the crunch. I was like, oh no, why?
Yeah.
And then she kind of walked away looking like she was feeling sorry for it. You know what I mean? For the baby.
Exactly. That's what.
You know what I'm saying? So she did a good job in this show, like showing some concern. You know, and then you see her like get interested in the guy and say, "Do you love me?" kind of thing. He's like, "What? What?" When they were getting ready to get busy, you know what I mean? She was like, "Do you love me?" So like that quickly gravitated towards me. Like there's a reason why this droid is saying this to this guy. You know what I mean?
I see. I didn't even peep that. Like maybe she was starting to be not become human herself, but she was getting acclimated, you know, used to like human ways and starting to develop like them, you know.
Well, I mean, she is human,
right?
But not of natural design, right? She's a synthetic being.
Yeah.
She's only been around her own kind. Now she's around real people, and you know what I mean. So this is although she's about her mission, she's still fascinated because she's heard stories,
humanity.
right? Yeah. But she's seeing this, you know, and I think you're right. I think she might have killed the baby to spare him what was coming.
Yeah. I didn't realize that, you know, because like Herm said, when she was walking away, she had that look. It's a subtle look, but you know, you could read into it. And I was like, was that a mercy thing? You know, like she has some form of sympathy. Like, you know, like you said, she's lived with her race. She heard all these bad things about humans for years, but she's like being around them. She's starting to be like, she's still focused on her mission, like you said, but she's starting to like question things a little bit, you know, like maybe they're not.
And it's revealed later that she was sleeping with him for 2 years, so we know she's been on Caprica for 2 years at least.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Fargus says no, she wanted to see it die.
Yeah, I mean,
That could
because
be
she
it.
made
she
a
was in.
comment. She made a comment where she said it's amazing how they could hold the
The
weight.
weight. Yeah.
She's talking about the baby's neck, basically.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a mistake too. Maybe she pressed
It
too
could have
hard.
been.
Just trying
Could
to
have been.
like
Trying
feel
to
how.
study his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She's like,
I can
oh
see it.
shit, and then she bounced. You know what I mean? It could be that. You know what I mean? Oh shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do? You know?
Right.
But yeah, that's what I felt. I don't think like she generally wanted to kill the baby. She's just like studying everything. Like she is curious. She, even though she's been in this world for 2 years, she is still curious. Seeing how these things survive, and I want to know what part of her is reporting whatever she's reporting to the robots, and what part of her is keeping. Because human nature, we hide secrets. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
see her doing that. You know,
with it, and I forget how to play it out, but she didn't necessarily help Gaius, but she was trying to I don't know. She didn't tell him how to get off the world, did she? Not that I remember. Just because he ended up going on. Okay.
She died again.
When that black. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she died again. Cause so basically, people are just joining us. We're reviewing Battlestar Galactica, the miniseries, and we're currently on the first half of it. So basically, uh, he's been sleeping with her for 2 years, right? And she's getting information from him because he works for the government in some capacity with their defense systems. So through him, she got access to all these codes. So to your point, that is she feeling something?
Right.
Yes, she is feeling something because she saved him.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Right? She saved him.
There's a part of her that
Right. So she sacrificed herself for him.
Right.
Right? Because she took the brunt of the blast.
Right.
So he could survive. You know what I mean? So basically the attack happens, and everybody's left to scramble. Right? Everybody's left to scramble because all the communications are out. There's no defense grid.
Damn hard.
Yeah. So there, this is an intergalactic society. So they travel between their 12 planets.
All the time.
So there's ships everywhere. There's commercial ships, going back and forth, just like airplanes, like how we take airplanes and stuff like that. And so when the attack happens and everything goes blank, everybody starts getting a message. All the ships, everybody in the region gets these messages that saying, we just got attacked, we just got nuked and bombed, so everybody doesn't know what to do because nobody's getting any instructions. So of course, Adama, being who he is, he decides to rev up the ship, forget, because remember, it was being decommissioned, it was being used as a museum.
Yep.
So he just revs her up, gets the crew ready. It looks like they haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah.
And it's time to go kick some ass, and that's what he's trying to do, right? And they're also trying to see if there's any survivors and things of that nature. So yeah, that's where we at with that.
No, yeah. With the second half, we see. I guess the second half of the miniseries is the response that the human race has to the attack. Like they were saying, we see Adama revving up the Galactica. And we see that I forget how, but it's somehow the ships contact each other, all the ships out there, and they're like, we have to meet at a certain point in space. Right. And so this is after the planets have been destroyed. They're trying to find all the survivors they have out there. Even try to not all ships, but there were a few. There was like one ship that went back to Caprica, ended up picking up some survivors. That's how Gaius got saved. But yeah. They get to space, then they're still not safe. Like the Cylons are intent on eliminating them, like leave no remains.
Taking them out.
Yeah. And so they this. I forget how they had figured it out, but they figured out the Cylons were chasing them somehow. And so they've got they got like different modes of like faster than light travel, sublight. It's like a notch below faster than light, sublight travel, and they got to tell the ships, yo, we got to bounce. Like the Cylons are tracing us, yo, and they.
Well, they figured out that the son of the commander, I know he figured out a way to that
Lee,
sonic thing he was being, whatever he was using,
yeah,
for them to like
generate
totally like, what was it, like totally like not be able to sense them or something like that, like the big signal that they send or something like that.
Yeah. That when when he got knocked out,
they came to attack because they after they nuked all the planets, then they were looking for all the scragglers too, right? In between.
Right.
So they found that liner where the lady, well, she becomes the president. That's just because I can only know her as the president.
Yeah.
Laura Roslin.
Laura
Roslin. She was on the show.
Right. So they find the ship that she's on, and Adama's son is happening to escort them.
Yep.
Right. Escort them, and the Cylons find them. What he does is he takes these EMP coils, and he creates this like an EMP blast, but that registers to them as if they got it, as if they blew up. Like it would register on their radar as they blew up. So that's how they avoided getting destroyed by the Cylons when they were found.
Nice. And so that leads to them. Yeah, thank you guys. That leads to they end up fighting Adama, you know, the young Adama and the President Roslin and Captain Adama end up reconnecting and stuff. And at this point, we find out that somehow the Cylons are tracing them, and they've got to jump every 33 minutes. But before they do this, they're told that not all the ships, all the scragglers that have come together, like not every ship has that faster than light travel, you know, so they're going to be left behind. And that's a weighty choice at that point. Over. Yeah, because they're like, you know, everybody matters at this point, you know, like they went from billions, like on different planets, billions. Like we've got, you know, I assume that they had billions on, you know, that's what, 12 planets, maybe billions on every planet. It's a lot of people to dwindled down to like 50,000 people at its core. And they've got a dip. And there was this is an example of why the scene. So the weight of the show is exemplified is because before this happens, President Roslin goes to one of the cruise liner ships, and she just, you know, this was before she found out she was president, right? Or right after. Or she gets sworn in right after this. But
well, basically they what happens is that the lady, she works for the government. She's the Secretary of Education. Right? That's what she is. She's the Secretary of Education. So basically the governing body gets destroyed. So she's next in line to be president.
Yeah.
So they swear her in on the ship to become president. Now, she's on one side of space. Now, Adama's on another side of space. He also goes through the same process where the major generals of their army are destroyed. So he kind of becomes the admiral, head of the military, right? Yeah. So they're both in this predicament where the leaders, all of a sudden, the leaders of
thrust on it, mankind,
on their position, and then they have to find a way to work together because, you know, she wants to rescue people and he wants to fight the Cylons.
Yep.
Yeah. He wants to he only knows about war and fighting back and all that, and she's more like he called her a school teacher to his son.
He's like, you're gonna take orders from that school teacher. Yeah. He's like, this is serious, bro.
Yeah. So they have to come to work together. He has to accept her. It's hard for him to accept her as his leader.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's hard for her to do what she needs to do without him. She needs him. She needs his ship and the firepower and all the soldiers that he commands.
Yeah.
So basically They all find all these scragglers. They gather up, like you said. I don't know how many ships they had, maybe about 70 or something like that. They said, or
something like that. Yeah.
50,000 people in total. That's all they could find at that point. And then all of a sudden, the Cylons show up. So they have to make a decision right there and then, whether to run or to fight. Right?
And Dama was like, yo.
The only problem is that maybe 20 of the ships or 30 of the ships did not have faster than light travel. Yeah. Right? They were just normal ships. So they had to make a critical decision. And that's one of the saddest parts of this show is when they jump away and you hear them saying, "You're just gonna leave us here?"
Right. Yeah. And then the captain was like, at least give us your coordinates and we'll try to follow you slower. And they're like, no, we can't even take that risk. Like, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard
to find us. Yeah.
But a scene that tied into this, Mary McDowell, President Rosalind, was on one of those cruise liners and she was talking to that little girl. And the little girl was like, yeah, I'm gonna go have dinner with my parents and daddy's gonna read me a story. And then she's just like, it's, it hits her because she's just like all that, Rosalind, it hits her when she's listening to this little girl's story because she's just like, this little girl's whole world is gone. Like she doesn't know that everything about way of life is like completely done,
Right.
And so that sits with her. And so when she finds out that they have
she's almost done mentally too.
Yeah.
The little girl, like the way she talks and stuff, looking like she won't be able to, mentally get processed. Thinking that whole thing if she were to find out. So she probably was already gone.
Yeah. No. Good point. But that was she finds this out right before they jump from her secretary dude. He's a great character. Or her assistant, and he's like, that little girl you talked to, she's not gonna be able to make. She's on one of the ships that's not gonna be able to make the jump. And they show another shot of Mary McDowell just kind of in shock, like she's taking all these blows. Like you said, she wants to save as many people as she can. They've already lost enough, and that's just an example. A lot of
worlds lost. Like, we talk about we're just Earth. We're just one. These was like
12 other planets that had billions. That's what I'm saying. It's like 12 other Earths. We've got billions on here. It's just one planet. They had 12 planets with billions of people. But that's just one of the examples of the weight of the show. Of course, most we want I think a lot of us felt that's why it was such a great scene is we felt Mary McDowell. Of course, the natural inclination is to want to save children. Save kids, protect them as best we can.
Well, she understood the gravity of the situation. I don't think Adama understood it. Adama, like Herm said, he had one button, that was fight back, kick their asses, that kind of thing. And she was like, wait a minute.
Look at the stats. Yeah,
there's 50,000 of us. There is no war. We lost.
Yeah.
And he had to come to grips that he didn't even get a fight.
No, yeah. There was no fight.
Just had to go.
Yeah, and I like their relationship because there really was a balance between Adama and President Rosalind. Like she told him, she's like, I can't. The people can't make it without the military, and but she's like, but we need some form of government. Like she's pretty much saying like we can't do it without you. You guys can't do it without us. Like we have to come together to really make this work. But he really was just Adama was just focused on fight back because even as she was trying to tell him like, yo, we gotta go. There is no fight. He was still trying to plan a countermeasure and things like that. And she's like, yo, there is no we are the last stand, man. Like if you make this countermeasure and it fails, that's it. There's nothing. We can come back later to this. But also,
and they were sitting ducks too. They were like. And eventually they end up finding out where they are.
Yeah.
And they were like, what are they waiting for? And they're like, they're machines. They don't need to eat like us and stuff like that.
They can just keep going. Yep. Yeah. And that was kind of cool too, is that so it's like they're in space. They've got like a destination planet to go to. All the planets have been destroyed. So they're just in space aimlessly at this point, Adam even said at one point where we're in uncharted territory, like, we're just kind of out here.
Well, what one element that we're not discussing that coincides with all this, Cylons coming to destroy their makers or whatever, is that Gaius Baltar character. He's a major character, and his arc runs coincidentally with that arc. So with him, we already said that he's sleeping with a Cylon, that he didn't even know was a Cylon until like the day of the attack, right? He finds all this out the same day. Not only that, his girlfriend or whatever, which he didn't care for, right? This guy's a jerk. This guy's
That's why I was laughing.
Total asshole, right? He finds out that she's a Cylon, and
can I speak on that real quick?
Attack that day. Yeah, go for it.
That reaction when we find out that he doesn't really care for her is like his reaction. He wakes up, he's like, he's almost like, and he just accepts it that she's caught him. Like he's like trying to think of an excuse to say why he's got, old girl in his bed, and he's just
the other girl, like the girl in the bed's like, who's this? What?
Yeah.
Like, really? I'm out.
Yeah. That he's one of that the whole show's got amazing characters. I was gonna say Gaius is one of the best characters, but everyone, even some of the smaller characters are just everyone gets their part. It's well written and built out.
Well, you had also the son that as you're going through it, you know what I'm saying, Bo-Katan, her character,
Starbuck,
eventually I figured it out, like they lost, he lost his brother, the commander lost his son, and he blames his dad for letting pushing him to fly the jets and stuff like that, and that's how he died in the war, that he wasn't a good enough pilot. So he blames the dad and all that. They go through the whole argument, he comes back, he hasn't talked to him for a couple of years or whatever it was, like they didn't talk to him. And throughout this, I kind of figured it out that what's her character's name on the thing? Because I keep calling
Starbucks.
Yeah,
Starbucks.
Starbucks. I should know Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? The Starbucks girl, that she was dating his brother. You know what I mean? So they show eventually in the picture of her looking at it, and then you're like, oh, that's why. And then I kind of figured that out quick.
No, and to speak on that, they I think it was at the end of this, but she drops the bomb that you can't keep blaming your dad, because she was like, I'm the one who she was like reviewing the flight pass or whatever, and she knew he wasn't a good enough pilot and passed him anyways because that was her lover, so she was like letting him know, like, because he's been blaming his dad this whole time. She's like letting him know it's not just your dad, like, we're all feeling it, and I like she's like, I lost my lover, and I'm the one who passed him. So she's like letting him know, like, we're all taking pieces of blame from here. It's not like your dad didn't care about your son. He just wanted what was best for you.
And he's like, "What? You're telling me this now?" And she's like, "Well, it's the end of the world, man."
Right?
Let you know, like, be honest with you. You know what I mean? And this is after she finds out that he's alive, because she thought he was dead. And same thing with the dad when they were out rescuing, the now president and all that. So you saw her, she wasn't happy with that. When she finally saw him, she wanted to give him a hug and a kiss. And that whole thing is awkward because she dated her brother and he's no longer there, but you see some tension between them.
I speak on the relationship. I like that because it's like they in some movies or shows we see something like that. The people that was his brother, that was her lover, they bond over that, become lovers themselves. But in this show, they definitely straddle the line of, like, you can tell they have a very strong affection and fondness for each other. Like, there's a strong relationship there. It doesn't always come off as romantic or like a yearning for each other. Like, you can just tell that, like, they definitely come off. There's tension there sometimes, but a lot of times it feels like they're best friends. It's not like their ultimate goal is to be with each other, but you can tell that they have a lot of similarities and they are attracted to each other to an extent. It's a weird but cool relationship because it's a human relationship.
They do love each other. Not right. It doesn't only have to be in a relationship like
exactly.
kind of way. They do love each other like the father and the son. Like, they do love each other, but they don't know how to express it.
Yeah,
he's a commander, a military man. stuff that you see humanity, that
it's
happens
a
in real life.
complex
You know what I mean?
relationships. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Well said.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I kind of dug that whole thing, and then you have the backup characters. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And the guy who directs the ship staff and all that dude.
Are you talking about the young dude with the computer or the with the bald?
No, the head of the hangar, the guy who
Yeah.
Oh,
directed the
Tyrell.
ship. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He had the relationship with the Asian girl,
Yes. Yep.
which like we'll talk about that in a second. But I love that whole relationship where they were cool, and then they survived, and when she came back with that other crew with the new president and everything, they saw each other, gave each other a hug and stuff like that, and then the little boy was with them and all that they got from the world that was gonna blow up. You know what I mean? And then I was like, oh, that's awesome. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was little by little, that character is becoming one of my favorite characters. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, oh, I don't know when you want to talk about it, but
No, you're fine.
yeah. So this whole character throughout the whole thing, I'm here digging it and all that because I like to pay attention to the side characters. There's a whole world here. There's seasons out of this, episodes. So they have to build this whole world. Not just the whole world, but the whole backup characters.
Yeah.
And then like everything that happens like towards the end of that, you know what I mean, when you guys I'll just say it flat out, she ends up becoming one of the freaking what do you call that, one of the
Cylons.
the
Yes.
Cylons. Yeah, she's a droid, you know what I'm saying, towards the end. And I was just like, oh, now that made me want to see more. You know what I'm saying? I loved her as a character, and I guess you explained what happened. Like because that you had the one that guy was like that they got
Kilo.
that they put in prison, the one that they put in prison because
Yeah.
Well, that's
She left him on.
that they discover first. They discover that Cylons look like them.
Yes.
Yes.
They're blown away by that.
Major thing that has to be said. They find out that anybody could be a Cylon now, right? So that they have that to deal with, right? Then you've got the element that Baltar, the scientist guy, who got saved, he's on the ship now. He's on Battlestar Galactica, and he's scared to death because he doesn't know who knows that he helped the Cylons basically destroy life as they know it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
shitting a brick, and at the same time, he's hallucinating, seeing the woman, the Cylon woman that he's been sleeping with for 2 years. She's appears, disappears. He's the
In
only
his
one that
brain.
sees her.
Yeah.
Right. But she puts a bug in his ear saying, well, how do you know I didn't put a chip in your head? And I really am here. I'm just transmitting straight to your head. And they never clear that up. So you don't know if she's real or if she's not real. But she is helping him sneak his way past everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's another element that's going on with this whole the president and the war general trying to get together so they could save 50,000 people or whatever, that whole thing's going on. And through the process of that, they find out that because they jump to this space station.
Yep.
That's in the middle of this cloud, right? This what do you call it?
Gas giant or some shit.
Yeah, but it's also radiation.
Radiation storm, yeah.
Right. It's a radiation cloud, and they have a ship in there, and in that ship they have a bunch of weapons. So they go there to armor up. And while they go there to armor up, they find a guy there. Right? They found a dude there, and the dude is acting all paranoid, he's acting all strange and stuff. So basically, Adama an explosion goes off. One of the weapons goes off accidentally. So Adama and that dude get trapped in the station, a part of the station. So they're trying to figure their way around right? Because they can't get through where they came from because it got closed off from the explosion.
Right.
So through this walk around, Adama comes to find out that this guy is a Cylon.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's when he realizes that they can be human.
Be anybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So he has to keep this hush-hush. When he goes back to the ship, he has to keep this hush-hush, right? But he goes and trusts the scientist dude, not knowing that this guy helped the Cylons conquer the whole
The catalyst of it all, man.
Yeah, to help him figure out who are Cylons. So this is a whole, like, web of intrigue.
Yeah, he also finds out in the mothership that that little piece that he saw the girl in the red dress have. So that's how he ends up getting that other guy that he was suspicious that he looked like he was acting like one of them.
Yeah,
he had her in her ear, or at least like if she really is though, if him hallucinating, remembering shit. And that's how he gets him in there, and the guy doesn't even know. He's like, I'm human. And
he's like, whoa, why you guys
yeah. And it's possible that maybe at that moment he didn't, because somewhere along the line it says she tells him, if I remember right, she tells him, oh, there might be a lot more of us. There's 12 in total, like 12 versions of each one, or something like that. Yeah. And then sometimes they're just copies that don't even know they're
sleeper agents. Yeah, until they're activated.
Agents.
Yep.
So this guy, it could have been that until eventually, at the end, you know what I'm saying? When he gets locked up in where you were talking about Phable, and then the robots come in
that space station. The Cylon that Adama, got trapped with, that he finds out is a Cylon, that guy ends up dying of the radiation. So that's one thing that they find out, that this radiation kills these guys, right? So basically, when Gaius is speaking to the hallucination, we don't know if it's a hallucination. It tells him that guy is a Cylon, basically. So he pretends as if he detected him, right? He makes up some scientific bullshit. He's got them thinking that he knows what he's talking about. He has no idea what he's talking about. It's the lady in his ear telling him what to do. So he basically gives up this reporter dude and, makes up a story like, yeah, he's the only one who's had access all the parts of the ship.
He's like,
it makes sense that he's a Cylon, right?
Yeah, take the focus off.
Basically, when the Cylons show up and they gotta haul ass, they leave his ass there. They leave him on the space station. So they haul ass, right? They're out of there. And it's this big climactic battle scene. This is where they spend all the money.
Oh, so good.
Right? With all the ships running around, the missiles, and they're trying to, Starbuck does that amazing thing to save Apollo with her ship. You know what I mean? Just an incredible scene. They haul ass out of there. And basically the guy that they left there, he's just sitting there. And he's just like, what do I do? All of a sudden the doors open up, and this is the hook.
The reveal, yeah.
This is the hook. Coming through the door, you see the blonde chick, but not just one of her. You see like 3 or 4.
3, yeah.
The guy that Adama got trapped with, you see about 3 or 4 of him. And the guy that they left on that station, 3 or 4 of him comes through the door. So they were right. He was a Cylon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But then the reveal is that another figure comes through the door. And it happens to be one of the pilots from the Battlestar Galactica.
And this lets you know, that right there lets you know how deep the Cylons' reach was into the infrastructure of the people of the human race. Let's speak. I want to speak on the strength of Adama and Roslin real quick, because we find out earlier that around the same time, she probably had, this was like her confirmation, but she finds out the day of the attack that she's got cancer for sure, and she doesn't really share that information with a lot of people, so I think that speaks to her strength, because not only was she thrust into the position of becoming the president, becoming one of the leaders of the rest of mankind, from being just was it Secretary of Education, And then Adama, speak to his strength. He when he told him about Earth, that we're gonna go find Earth. I know where it's at. He President Rosalind called him out on it. She's like, there is no Earth, and he's like, you're right. But it's not enough just to be alive. People.
That's the end of it. Is that they're there. They finally escaped the Cylons. 4 now.
For now, yes, they're still jumping.
They decided to jump into uncharted space. So that was a decision that they came to at the end of the thing. Is like, yo, we got to get out of here. This is lost. This is a lost cause. They totally nuked all 12 planets. It's over. If we're to survive as a species, we got to go where nobody's been before. Now, here's where we get introduced to their religion. Right? And their religion states that there were 13 colonies, not just 12. There was a 13th. And this 13th colony was far away. And we get the reveal that the 13th colony is none other than planet Earth. Which is an amazing reveal right there. Right? So basically they're on their way, because they're all beating. They're all beaten. Like their souls, their heart, they have no hope.
They defeated.
So Adama, being the commander, the general, the guy that has to rile up the troops, he decides to give this moving speech and cite their religion. And not only that, but he says, "Hey, it's not just a religion; it's real.
It's real, yeah."
And all of the heads of the military knew where this place is, but we didn't want to tell nobody, just in fear of the Cylons returning. So we never say anything. Yep. So this is where we're going. We're going to Earth. And that's where we're going to call home. And that gives everybody hope. Everybody's now excited.
Yeah.
Because he originally didn't want to do that. He wanted to fight. And she, the president, Rosalind, convinced him. It's like, bro, you know what I mean? Like we need to. It's over.
We got a chance of saving us. Yep.
But she didn't even know this. She didn't even know what you said.
The reveal of the reveal, right? It goes even further than that. And this show in a nutshell. It does this all the time. Is he lied? There is no Earth. It's a story, just like you said, just like in the religion. But legend. He did it.
Yeah.
He did it to give his people hope.
Yeah.
So I mean, that is an amazing ending.
And that ending that happens in the first 2 episodes. I think that we see how strong these characters are, what type of leaders. It sets a tone for how they're going to handle, situations and what they're, how much they care about others, other than themselves. Right. And the show's so great. I was just going to say they're some of the best characters. I've said that about every character so far. Damn.
But it's amazing because they're in another galaxy, right? And I think Earth, he says just a legend. But I'm feeling like it's not. It's probably something new.
We'll
it's
see.
something real.
We'll see.
It's
because in the religion, it cites that that there is life beyond them because they're not from where they are.
Yeah, they migrated to the
religion tells them that they're not from the 12 planets that they settled on.
Right.
So it's definitive proof in their religion, at least in their legends, that there's more life outside of where they are, and that they themselves don't even come from where they live.
Yeah, it's almost like
they have an original place.
Yeah, it's almost like the cure for overpopulation on planet Earth or any planet is to go to another planet with more people.
Yeah,
it's pretty much what it looks like they did. You know what I mean?
Yep.
At least that's what I saw when I was watching this. And then, planet Earth.
Oh yeah, they were.
Right. Well, that was so fascinating, right? Like you're watching this whole made up shit, it's a made up thing, and then it gets real.
Yeah,
our real planet, and now it's not no Star Wars in a galaxy far, far away. No,
they say they never been past the red line or something. How would they know there's a red line if there's nothing over there that they knew about before? You know what I mean? So it's like, go ahead.
No, I was just that kind of ties into earlier. I was saying how it's like it feels like it's the technology they use, the things they do, the sports they play, music they listen to, things they wear seems familiar but different. Like, and that's because like when they add their addition to Earth, you're like, huh, maybe that's why everything seems so familiar. Like, you know, that's the connection. Like it stems from the 13th tribe. You know, they come from the 13th tribe, whatever, wherever they came from, and these are just habits they continue. That's why everything seems so familiar, you know, it's because Earth, you know, it's a cool series.
It's awesome. Like I said, I'm in. I'm in. Like I wanna like keep watching and end up binging it, and probably have to go back and watch it again, do the show and everything. Oh, you guys.
And what's cool is that they integrated the show from the 70s. They did.
Yes.
Because the 70s show was about the same thing. They're running from the Cylons. You know, that was what that show was about. They're on the run, you know.
Did
these guys are chasing them.
Was there like a connection, or was this like a relaunch? It was
did it take place in the same universe?
No. This is a complete reimagining, but they implemented things from that show.
Some of it.
Instance, when they were showing the museum portion of the show, right? You know, what did they call them, Vipers or Raptors or something?
The Vipers and Raptors. Yeah.
The one that remember they had his original ship.
Yeah.
That they were dedicating to him. They rebuilt it and everything because he was about to retire, and they had his original ship. Those are the ships from that show.
Nice.
Like the design and everything?
Yeah. Those
are
that was what they used on
that. Was the Easter egg on that for anybody who watched it.
In the beginning of the show, remember when we said the general guy goes to meet the Cylons every year
and you see
show up? He pulls out some schematics. The drawing on there is the original Cylons from the 70s show.
Oh, okay.
Because that's how they used to look.
Right.
Before they left the 12 colonies. So they integrated that.
Like Herm said, it's like an Easter egg for anyone who watched the OG series. You're getting that shout out.
Hey, it gets even deeper than that. Remember when they saved that small child and he was talking to the lady pilot?
Yeah.
You know,
gave him the cookie.
And he said, "Oh, my friend." He was talking about her and his friend. She was like, "What's his name?" And he said, "Boxy." Boxy's the name of the child
from the OG series.
Character from the OG series. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the kid's name. Boxy.
Yeah. This show is just littered with like that. Not only is it well written and structured, so much. I'm not too familiar with the OG series, but there's a lot of fanfare. You know, they do a lot for the OG fans throughout this series too. Like, hey, we haven't forgot about you. We respect the OG source material.
So it's like they took characters and they talked about characters from the old one. That's pretty cool. Did they add any characters from that old series to this one?
Yeah.
Did you know?
Oh yeah, Apollo is on the old series, but Apollo was a man. Starbuck was on the old series, and Apollo.
Was it Apollo girl? Or in the OG?
No, Starbuck in the OG was a guy.
Okay. Oh, so they were both.
He was the same guy who played in 18. Herm, you know what I'm talking about. Remember the cool guy from 18? The cool one?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Looking one, you know what I mean?
He was always
Starbuck.
Didn't want to get dirty.
He played Starbuck in the 70s.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Right? So for this series, they changed the character into a woman. And Apollo was in the original show, and he was the son of Adama, just like it was in the old show. But yeah,
was there like a brother?
That's his name. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Friday.
Did they add? Like, was it like the plot line of the brother something new? Was there like that much connection in the OG series?
No. In the old series, Apollo and Adama were best friends.
Okay.
Gotcha. Remember, it's Lee Adama. That's the son.
Right.
Lee Adama. Him and
young man.
him and Starbuck were best friends on the original show.
Okay.
Richard Hatch was Apollo.
They were just best friends, yeah. But now in this one, not only are they, Starbucks a different sex, but now they kind of like,
they got some tension going on.
You know what I mean? So, interesting flips, interesting ways to integrate the old show while creating an identity for the new show. Fantastic lore that you want to throw yourself in. You want to find out what the hell is going on here. Why do they look human? How did that happen? Where were they for 40 years? Where are these people going to go if there is no Earth? Is Gaius really seeing this chick?
Yeah.
Is he going to get
bro.
caught? Is somebody going to catch his ass? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to know,
so
like, is he really in a chip? Is it really a chip? Like, it's pretty cool, man. It's stuff that I want to know. That they did a good job, man. Trying to
I like the
exciting aspect. Who's Asylum?
What was it?
Who's Asylum?
Oh yeah.
That's the most exciting aspect, and that actually became a thing when that show was originally on. It was part of the advertising, like who's the final five.
Yo,
final four,
Brian Michael
like,
Bendis,
you know what I mean?
He did that. He ripped Battlestar Galactica off. Not ripped it off, but he was very influenced by Battlestar Galactica when he did the Secret Invasion storyline. Like, because that was kind of like the whole thing too. Like, who's a Skrull? Who's been sabotaging what? You know, I remember him using frack during the storyline as well. Like, who the frack is that? At the time, I didn't know that was Battlestar Galactica reference. But yeah, I could see now that he was very, very influenced by that. I want to talk about the spaceships real quick. It's small, but I just like how they move, how they're designed. Like, they're always using like air to like slow themselves down. Like, you know, in most space movies,
they're designed with how space actually works.
Exactly.
Right? Like, we see these science fiction shows. First of all, there's no noise in space. That's first of all. So, you know, but that's boring, right?
Right.
Like, you want to hear engine noises and lasers and shit like that. But they do a little hybrid of it.
Yes.
They muffle all the noises, if you notice. They have explode, but it's like it's not
in your
the lasers don't go they go boop, 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 boop. Like,
yep.
They're very muffled.
Like underwater.
Everything sounds like underwater. So they kind of give you both. And then the ships roll with the tide.
Yes.
So
that I love.
Space is like a sea, right? Space is like a sea of gas and things like that. So the ships move with the tide and they flow with it, and they use air, like you said, to change direction. Sometimes on a dime.
Yes, I love the flips. Yes.
You know what I mean? And that is amazing.
So well done.
That so beautifully. Yeah.
It's unique. Like, you don't really. That's like, you know, everyone kind of has like the same vision of space in most movies and stuff. That was a fresh, interesting take, like you said, and it was realistic. Like, because I was just. Boba Fett, for instance, I was watching, no specifics, but, you know, they had a scene where the jets are just cruising, and, you know, the jet's just cruising, like, you know, they can go wherever it wants. But in Battlestar Galactica, like, like you said, they have to use the air to kind of stop on a dime, flip themselves over, and, you know, it's cool. Just very well done. Thought out.
Yeah. Even though, and mind you, it doesn't look that aged. It does look kind of aged.
But still holds up.
Still looks great enough.
Yes.
Be like impressed by it.
Yeah, you're involved. Yeah.
You know.
Well said.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. So what's next?
You guys.
I think we can go all night talking about this show, but I guess we'll move on to what's next.
Yeah. We'll wrap this segment up for Battlestar this week. If you guys want to touch on.
You want to do a favorite character real quick and a rating right after? Just like
yeah.
All right, Herm, my good sir, who is your favorite character and ratings?
Oh man! Oh, we're doing ratings on every like.
No, not character.
On a mini series or as a mini series, like together?
I think just we should rate episodes. Yeah, sure. Why not? Like, this episode was a 3 backlogs.
How much? You know how it captivated you.
You know, this was a 5 backlog episode. Crazy.
Well, my favorite character, like, I like a lot of the characters, of course, but of course, Starbucks, she was my favorite character. Like, to be honest, like she was total badass and all that. When she punched the other commander, like second in charge, because he was being a complete jerk, you know what I mean? And then he, like, after she saved the day, he came to apologize to her. And she said, she still said, you're a bastard. You're a coward. You're a bastard.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And then he ended it. He's like, just watch your back. You're going to mess up again. And he walked away.
She stands her ground, bro. She sticks to her guns. I respect that.
Yeah. she
I mean,
is my favorite character, and I love like the you can tell she cares for
yes.
what would have been her brother-in-law, but now like it's complicated, but and all that, and then you know, you could tell like she try to act tough kind of
Right.
thing, but you know she has a heart. She has a heart
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's a total badass. So she's my favorite character, and then the Asian girl was my second favorite, and
Boom.
she ended up
Yeah.
being God.
Well, she still may end up being your favorite, huh? Let's watch.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
this show twists and turns, bro. Twists and turns. You think
Let's
you
see
got it
what
figured
happens.
out? They're like, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm hoping. Like I said, like the girl in the red dress, she was awesome too. And I like I said, I think she like so intrigued, developing feelings as a droid. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
changing for her. So yeah. If I had to rank this one, like it's a 5. Come on, it was
Ah,
good, well stationed.
yes.
I don't think every
Station.
episode's gonna be a 5, but this was a great introduction, a great 2 episode part miniseries.
Yes, sir.
Well done with a lot of emotions. You guys know I feed off of that. You know all the kissing out of nowhere. You know, with the Asian girls kissing the dude in front of the kid. Because they don't care. The world's gonna end. Let's kiss in front of the kid. Why not? You know what I mean? And I can tell there's gonna be a lot of sex in this. You know what I mean? They don't show everything. It's on sci-fi, so they're not gonna show body parts. But
Well, that's the great thing that is about this show is that, and you know, to anybody who's watching who's never seen the show, just because it's called Battlestar Galactica, which is probably one of the geekiest names you can think of, where you're like Battlestar Galactica, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Starship Troopers. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know about this, right?
I'd love to cover that movie one day. I love it.
Oh hell yeah!
You gotta do it.
But as geeky as that sounds, and as the premise seems, okay, space, robots, oh boy, you know what I mean? This is actually just like a drama, like a real drama that happens to take place in this world, but it's more focused on the drama than the science of it all, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Go ahead, Herm, my bad. I just wanted to bring that out.
No, I finished. I rated it and all that. It's your turn. It's your turn. No, you could go.
Yes, sir. Phable.
Your favorite.
My favorite character is definitely 6, man. The lady droid, man.
Yeah, she was badass.
Awesome. She's
just-
she's still. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, it's your thing. I'm here.
No,
but
she just. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I'll just real quick before you go. She knows how to do sexy, the actress. You know, in a way that is well done. You know what I'm saying? Well done. Now you could go.
Oh, and I'll tell you this, guys. I bet you this is a nice factoid. Her first role.
Yeah.
First role ever.
Wow.
She was a model before this.
Wow, I didn't know
She's
that.
retired. Wow. She was a retired model. Like she was already a little older. You know, the jobs weren't coming like they were. Cast her for this show, and you can tell. You can
Dang.
tell.
She was
But
good, man.
One of her roles was
she's a scene stealer, man.
Yes.
When she's in the room, she's very intriguing. Very intriguing woman.
Yeah.
First role?
It's more than just good looks. You know
yeah.
You could be a good looking person, but you also have it, you know, and she has it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Like you're paying attention. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, great character.
She's
like
very
she
good
almost
at
became my favorite.
doing the curiosity.
She's my favorite. Yeah, no, she's awesome, and you know, I have seen this series, so I can't wait to see, especially Herm's reaction to her arcs and what she goes through and things like that. It's gonna be great. And rating, man, 5, no doubt about it. This is not only, well, it's a slow burn in the beginning. Yeah. It's a little bit of a slow burn. Right, but if you stick with it, if it catches you, which it will, because the acting is so good, you know what I mean? They managed to introduce 20 characters, 20, 30 different characters, all with their own little stories, side stories, arcs. Pay homage to the old show, create a whole new show, and give you one of the coolest hooks that I've ever seen. Not, I don't rank hooks, but it's one of the best. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When it comes to hooking you, and it starts off with a bang. That's a bang. What more do you want from a TV show? That's what you want. You want that to happen. So, 5, man, 5 all day, 5 backlogs.
Nation.
Oh, you guys chose some good ones. My favorite character, I'm gonna go with Adama, Captain Adama, just Admiral Adama.
That was my second one.
He's just
good. He was so good.
He plays a very stoic role, but you can tell there's a lot of emotion. It almost reminds me of Ryan Gosling in Drive. Like he composes himself in one way most of the time, but you can tell there's always some emotion or more. There's more going on than at face value with him a lot of the times. He's definitely one of the strengths of the show. You guys already know.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 5 clearly. This is television game changer. It's up there with like Breaking Bad.
I agree.
Needs to be seen at least once in your lifetime. It's an experience. Couldn't recommend it enough. If you guys are looking.
Fantasy, the outer space stuff that we gonna grow up loving and stuff like that. Like I said, I love Star Wars. I dig Star Trek, the Next Generation. I grew up watching that. So all that stuff. So like to add another series like this, like why not, man? It's well done. I'm so glad. I always wanted to watch this show. I really did before this, and this gave me a reason to do it. So thanks.
And it's so cool because you get to watch it for the first time. So I get to vicariously live through
the excitement.
Your experience for the first time. My wife is also watching it with me for the first time. So she got hooked last night when she saw those. She was like, what? Next one. Boop. I'm like, we can't watch all of them. We gotta watch only a few a week. She's like, so she got hooked. And I tell you, anybody, throughout the years, I put this series on to a couple people. And the people who did give it a shot, they all came back to me. All of them. Like, God, that's so good.
Yeah.
So everybody, if you're in the chat, and you haven't seen Battlestar Galactica, go watch it. It's on Peacock. And you don't need a subscription.
Yeah.
It's on Peacock for free. Make sure you start with the miniseries, not the if it says season 1, don't do it.
Miniseries.
Find the miniseries. Part 1 and part 2. And then you go to the season. But yeah, Peacock for free, guys.
They're an hour and a half each.
Yes.
An hour and a half each.
Yeah.
If you can't watch it all at once, watch an episode. It's 90 minutes. You know what I mean? The next one is. And then after that, they like 45 minutes each, like a regular show. You know what I mean? And
catch up and come hang out with us so we can talk about it. All of us have a great chat about it, man. All discover the show again. I'm rediscovering. Yes. I saw this. I haven't seen this in over 5 years.
Same.
Over 5 years. And thank you, Stef.
Oh, hey.
For being adamant about trying to get this thing watched.
Couldn't do it without you guys.
Pull out the old Blu-rays that I haven't touched in a long time. And after seeing these first 2 movies, sorry for the noise, guys.
It's all good.
After seeing these first 2,
we're playing Grand Theft Auto,
these miniseries and stuff. The memories. I love this show, and I forgot why. And now I totally remember why I love this.
I'm glad that I'm just glad we're enjoying this together, guys. This is like comic books for me. When I first watched this, I enjoyed it by myself. Like before I found this comic community, enjoying comics by myself. So, like they were saying, I get to vicariously live through Herm and see his excitement for everything he's exposed to the first time, and I get to share it with people this time around. Right. So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome because it's a show like not a lot of people don't talk about. It's like the best kept secret kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so
Every time you run into a fan, like I ran into Stef.
Yeah.
When I first met Stef, and Stef was like, "Have you ever seen Battlestar Galactica?" I was like,
hell yeah.
I watched the shit out of it.
And it's always like, yo, when you find another BSG fan, you're like, you exist. Yo, like, yeah.
Out there.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, like, I hope you like that. If you're watching this on a rewind, of course. If you like the video, hit thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. ding that bell for notification for future videos to watch plenty of awesome stuff like this in the Big Herm Collectibles, and not only here, but if you go to the One Collection Down YouTube channel, he posts the hashtag Blame Phable Tonight shows on there, which I got to watch with my mom yesterday. So I was at my mom's yesterday, and she loves watching like I like watching myself, but I mostly love watching you guys again. You know what I'm saying? But she loves to watch me, and she loves you guys. She thinks you guys are awesome. So yeah, she said that show was great, and we had a lot of fun with Slim doing Pan's Labyrinth. So watch that on the rewind. Watch Instagram One Collection Down. That's what hashtag Blame Phable this Sunday, because this Sunday we're gonna do an awesome movie as long as I find my thank goddamn thumbnail. Where is it? Right here. Boom. Boom. Hashtag Blame Phable Tonight with Missing Link and Big Herm. You know what I'm saying? This Sunday, January 30th, 2022, with special guest. Roderican.
Nice.
The station. That should be a lot of fun. So I can't wait to do that. And then now it's time for what we love to do. My favorite part of the show. You guys know it. You guys love it. Some show and tell. That beautiful sight. You know what I'm saying? That beautiful sight. So yeah, today we all gonna do I'm gonna do something a little different after these two fine gentlemen go. I was gonna do a separate video for this, but I'm gonna do it on here, kind of like I said earlier, kind of like Robbie did before. And I'm gonna do the AOK that Taqi sent me. You know, you see put this little station on there. Station Taqi. So I'm gonna do it like video style. So it's gonna look like I restarted a video, but I'm gonna try to do it like that, just to and then I'm gonna take the video and take the clip and repost it on a later day. You know what I'm saying? So AOK from Taqi. That's what I'm gonna do on my show and tell today. And today, Phable say he's gonna go first, so I'm gonna give you the floor, Phable. So some show and tell. You know what I'm saying? So here you go.
So I only got two items I want to show off. First item I already showed off. Where did I show that? I think I showed this off on the last Sunday show, but just in case people haven't tuned into that one, I wanted talking about Battlestar.
Nice.
I freaking love it.
My Battlestar set. And it's so cool because the way it opens, let me just open it up. You slide up the top like that, and you got all the actors.
Nice.
Baltar and the lady.
Before I didn't know the characters. Now I know them. Now you know I know the characters. Oh, I know that guy.
Those guys, right? So that's awesome. And when you take out right here, the slips, I guess. First of all, this is the ultimate slip. First of all.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
Forget your steel books, forget all that. This is a slip right here.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Robbie, this is a slip. Right, Dylan? Dylan, this is a slip. No. And then it comes with foil slips.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I need sunglasses. Whoa.
The nice Cylon.
I feel like I see like the Cylon eye moving side to side.
Kind of like
when you
Night
open it up,
that's Kid's cousin.
The inside of their faces there, which look awesome.
Yeah, even the inside it's foiled. Damn.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Whoa, my eyes. It's so bright.
And that's not even the best part, guys. You thought all that was pretty cool. The best part of this slip is that it comes with a Cylon.
Oh, snap.
Can you take that out?
Open it.
That's fire.
Open it. Open it.
Yeah, so
that's dope.
That's fire.
That's
I'm gonna get that. Yeah, that God tier slip.
God slip, right? And something I got in the mail today, which is something that I don't want to do. I don't want to start going down this road.
Uh-oh.
But I saw something on Instagram. Blame the gram. Forget blame Phable. Blame the gram, guys. That's who I blame. I blame the gram. I saw this on the gram and I had to have it. So I finally came in today, and that is
Oh,
Harlem Batman. Dang.
No way.
Year 2 Batman.
Yo, look at that kid.
Totally. Yeah, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Trying to get a good shot at him. There we go.
You know you're singing my song right now. That's what?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yo.
So yeah, pretty cool figure. I'm not,
yeah.
you know, I'm not really. I want to, but I can't afford it, right? Because I already dedicated myself to Transformers. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to get into any other toys, but when I saw this sucker,
oh my God, McFarlane goodness right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No. I mean, it's got the 70s Batman, the light blue with the gray, the Neil Adams, what I call the Neil Adams Batman, right? Neil Adams Batman, McFarlane style.
Yes, sir.
That's sick.
That's wild.
I had to get it, bro. I had to. So that is probably one of the only figures I'll ever have, but it's a good one.
Damn it. I like the cape flowing. That was.
Oh my God. Real quick, Mark the catty shark. Sorry.
Hey, Mark.
What's up? Hello from Western Australia Station. Sorry I botched your name real quick. He's like, he's never coming back now. You botched my name. But Station, thanks for joining. Just saw a fantastic, man, Todd McFarlane. Everybody knows we all love Todd McFarlane, especially me being a Spider-Man fan. You know, I love him so much. Oh man. But I'm off the rails now. But thank you so much, Phable. Stef, you got something?
I got a few, not as good as Phable. I probably should have went first, but I've got a few things.
Man.
But I just saw.
I'm scared of your books.
No, it's not nothing special this week. I picked this up a while ago, but this is I've been hearing about this. It's the dollar version, but this was a cool read. This starts off with like just a little recap. It's, kind of reminds you of like it's a strained father-son relationship. You get perspectives from both the dad and the son. The son finds out his dad, who's a police officer, a detective, has died. So he's like going to collect his things, but stops by his dad's house to pick some things up. Ends up finding like his dad's notebook, finds out he's working on this case, and he looks into the case by himself, finds out that vampires are real, and at the end of the issue he finds his dad, who's a vampire himself. He unburies his dad after finding out about vampires and finds out his dad's alive and is a vampire. So it was pretty cool. Got issue 2 to read next, but see where this heads off.
Oh yeah, man. I wanted to read that. So awesome.
I recommend it, bro. I only got 2 issues, so I can only speak so much. But first issue was fantastic. I couldn't recommend it.
I hope I could find that series though, because I heard it's picking up, right? Like,
yeah.
It's disappearing.
I remember when it was first coming out, or not when it was first coming out, but when it came out, I think at the end of 2019, and when comic shops opened back up, like summer of 2020, I remember seeing like certain issues on the shelves, and I wanted to get it, but they were like they were like random issues, like issue 2, issue 5, 6, and I wanted like the whole thing, and I should have just grabbed those now and grabbed those then and built off of that, but I wasn't thinking. So, but yeah, I plan on picking that up quite a bit. That was a great read. Also been powering through this. I got this from John's Comics with Kids. I want to at home keep telling the story, but I want to at home Comicgories edition.
Oh, yeah.
And this was one of he gave me a choice of trades I get to pick. And
I see a bookmark in there.
Yes, yeah. I'm still powering through this. It's my Scott Pilgrim bookmark I got all these years ago when the movie was coming out.
Nice. Yeah, it's a quick read though. Like you're gonna get to the rest of it quick because it's a quick read.
Visual.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not too heavy on dialogue, but it's not light on dialogue either. But I guess I'd show you guys a little heat today. But Just wanted to show the best Robin with one of the cooler Robins. The best Robin looking like he's been defeated, but he's not been defeated. That's a ruse. And then we got, the best Robin being on top of things. Look at him. He's got it all figured out. He's got his hit list, and he's gonna go for him. And that's all I got this week.
Nice. Station to that, man. I guess I'll give myself the solo layout. Great show and tell, guys. Real quick, we got Shibby Moon. He said, "Oh boy, Phable, I can only imagine Herm right now." Yeah, I was going bananas. Backstage. And so that Mark was like, anyone who's feeling cold, I've just came out of 6 days in a row of 103, 106 degrees, only 98 today. Yeah, I prefer to be cold than be that hot. Yeah. He says firepower is great. Great read, TBP,
nice.
TBB read, yeah. And it's 11:30 a.m. over there, Thursday for me. So good morning, towards good afternoon to you, my man. So so I guess this is my show and tell today is actually an A-OK. So I'm trying to center myself a little bit. So I'm gonna do this like I'm doing a video. So if you see me do weird things, I'm not just doing it because I'm gonna cut. So I'm gonna start in a second. Let me get my book for the show and tell. So here we go. I'm gonna start. Been a while since I did it like this. So here we go. What up? It's your boy Herm here with another A-OK video. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, but I just got an A-OK. I think this is my first A-OK of the year, and I always grateful to get A-OKs. I don't ask for them, but I do appreciate it when I get them. And here, this A-OK from Taqi, Peace Be Army Bad Batch member, Station. Up in here, Station Taqi. Thank you so much for sending me this. But before I show this A-OK, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ding that bell for notifications for future videos, so you could get a bunch of videos that we do here. I also do videos with my man, One Collection Down, Phable. You know what I'm saying? #Phable Tonight Show. My man, Missing Link. We finally found the man. You know what I'm saying? He's doing shows everywhere now, but you still gotta find him. He has his own channel, kinda, but you still gotta find him. We do great videos. Let's talk about it remastered and all that. So check that out. All the PCPR Bad Batch, Nick, TM Nerdy, Chamorro Cinema, which got many. I already messed it up. Sorry, Manny, I messed it up yet again here on the video. But you guys know everybody. All that is in the link in the description below. Check out all those fabulous people, Peace Pure Army Bad Batch members. Love those guys. And let's get to the station, to the A-OK from Taqi. Thank you so much, Taqi. I'm gonna open this up right here. So I should have planned this better. Maybe had a blade next to me because there's a little tape on here. You know what I mean? But I'm probably gonna ruin it. I didn't want to ruin it because Taqi has a little thing. I probably just cut it up, you know what I mean, to save the little station on it, station, you know what I'm saying? But real quick, trying to get it out, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I hope nobody saw that, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to blur that, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun opening this up. This right here. So here we go. I'm gonna open it up here. So handle with care. Thank you, Herm. Stuff like that. Should have brought a blade with me, guys. You know how unboxings happen here. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, boom. Nice little Gemini here. My man, Taqi. You know what I'm saying?
How does Taqi pack books? Does he pack books well?
Oh, yeah, he's doing it pretty well.
Nice. Okay.
Guys, I have people backstage, you know what I'm saying, listening to me. But in case people are wondering, because I'm doing this as a clip kind of thing. But he got me a bunny right here from the tricks collection and stuff like that, from all the Halloween stuff. He's got me the bird. Nice. Thank you, Taqi. Thank you. Thank you. Pretty good. Pretty good. You know what I mean? So he put everything in the usually when you put it in the mailer, if you tape it up pretty well, you don't have to really completely like do all the bubbles kind of thing when you're doing a mailer like that. And I don't think like there was no slab in here or nothing like that. So he's good. I thought the packing was pretty well. He taped it up pretty well, and he didn't overdo it. But real quick, let me put this down right here. Oh snap! Oh snap! No way, guys! This is awesome. He got me a Patrick Gleason poster, guys. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You guys could talk. It's all good. You guys could talk. But
all right,
you guys could talk. I might as well.
Wow.
Patrick Gleason,
wow, yeah.
right here. Marvel. You know what I mean? Everybody knows I love Patrick Gleason, and there's a spot over there that I need to fill. So I used to have a certain jet quarterback that's not there no more over there. Now I might end up moving this one over here and putting that one up there. Thank you so much, man. I love it, man. He knew I was gonna love this. I'm gonna put it down over there because I don't want to mess it up. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? You look at a poster and you're like, you don't want to mess it up. Freaking Patrick Gleason, that cover, you know, people specking on that cover and stuff that. So I freaking loved it. So
that is awesome, dude.
Yeah. I'm like blown away just by the poster already. Blown away. So thanks already. So real quick, I'm trying not to look. Boom.
Yo.
Oh, Strayed, Carlos. Who? It's a number one. I feel like I should know who this. You guys know who this is?
I have. Who's the writer or artist?
Juan Doe.
Juan Doe. Oh wow.
Juan Doe. Yeah, it's freaking
okay.
Hot right there. This art right here, bro.
Yeah, that's
Dark Horse. A number one. I love me some number ones. So man, thank you. I love it. Fire. I love it. That is fire. It's fire. Anybody who's seen this on the rewind, let me know if you read that before or stuff like that. Keep it on. Boom.
Yo.
Oh. 40 Cent, the Invincible Iron Man, right here.
Nice.
In the beginning. Yo, Danger, 10,000 watts. A 1979 May. So that's
nice.
the year I was born. I'm showing my
nice, yo.
Love it. Some nice Iron Man action. Is this a spec book? I don't know if it is, but I freaking love me some Iron Man. So that's awesome. Ready? Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, backwards.
Oh snap! Oh, no way, bro.
Nice. The Incredible Hulk 373. What's her name? That's
Betty. Not Betty. Is it Betty? Okay.
Is that Betty with the gray Hulk? You know what I'm saying? But this is Peter David Goodness right here, issue number 373, which is actually helping my collection right here. So
nice.
I do like this run, the Peter David run. So fantastic. So they're all laughing, having a good
time. That's Keon on art, right?
Is it?
Dale Keon?
Yep.
Wow, yo. Bro, Dale Keon knocking it out the park, brother.
That's why I got, you guys could talk. The heck with it, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do it. I was like, I need some help. Boom. Oh, super villain. The Secret Society super villain.
Yo.
The 30 center, man.
Wow, I was gonna say that looks cool.
Grodd, the Super Gorilla, Captain Cold, Manhunter, Star Sapphire.
Wow.
Man, a lot of action going on there, guys. A lot of things going on there. I just love the cover, man. This is like old school type cover. You know what I mean? This is probably before 78, 79.
Yeah, if it's 30 center, that's early 70s. It's got it early,
I love it, man.
Yo.
I love it. Yo, Taqi knows, man. Taqi knows. Boom. Oh, backwards
Oh,
again.
Billy,
Oh,
yo, no way.
oh.
Wow.
Number
Billy the
75,
Kid, baby.
15 center, bro.
No
November 15th.
way. Bro, is that like from the 50s or 60s?
15 centers are from the early 60s, maybe late
Wow.
50s or something. If I'm not mistaken, Billy the Kid,
Yeah.
number 75. I'm gonna look it up because it has the code, the bar up there from back in the day. This might be the oldest book I got now. You know,
Yeah.
it's probably the Spider-Man book I got.
That's
Taqi
dope.
just got me the
Yes,
oldest
sir.
book out of my collection.
Hmm.
Bah!
Oh.
So Marvel Action 406. I think I have the first issue of this. I think I have one of them. So this
Yo.
actually fills up my collection now. Now I'm gonna be going
Nice.
getting this, but this is a nice cover. Greg Horn? Greg Horn?
Oh, no way. Greg Horner. Yo, no.
Look at that.
Dang.
Look at that. I love me some dinosaurs. So I grow up loving dinosaurs. She looks like she's bashing some raptors and shit like that. Innocent, right? Yo, come on, bro. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Ready. Boom. Oh, everything is backwards.
Oh,
no way, yo!
Yeah.
That reminds me. Is that a
Ready,
Back to the
Junior?
Future homage?
Yeah, that's what that looks. Yeah, and back
Brother.
with meet Betty and Veronica. Yo, this is hot, bro.
Yeah.
I think you missed my box and put that in Herm's by mistake. What the hell?
Yo.
Oh, it's a story that has nothing to do with the cover.
That's still
Oh
hot,
man,
bro. You know I love
Yo,
Back to the Future, man.
very hot, very hot. I'm gonna go through the books again one more time. The last one, boom.
Oh,
the
shit.
Phantom.
Oh, dang.
So,
Is that Hanna-Barbera?
they had a cartoon out, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlton. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Charlton
We
group.
got to cover the Billy Zane early 90s classic, The Phantom. Yo.
Bro,
you remember Defenders of the Earth? Defenders of the Earth?
Yo, yeah.
Wasn't he in that?
Yeah. Bro,
might have to do a Billy Zane month, guys.
That's awesome.
Oh man, this is amazing, man. The 30 center right here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
I like the thing. It says 14 cents on it, right there. I don't know if that's in the book, and then people love when they keep the sticker on the book. It's might as well keep it there instead of taking it out.
Right.
So, man, I love it. So I'm gonna re-show everything again. So of course this one, the Phantom,
nice,
right there. Freaking Back to the Future cover.
Nice. That's such a great cover, man. That's so dope.
Yeah. The Marvel, the Greg Horn.
Nice.
I guess he's saying this one had nothing to do with the story too.
These are all cover buys, Taqi. You didn't focus on the story. Yeah. None of these were story buys.
He got here just in time too. Station Taqi. I'm glad he's
like,
in
someone
here.
mentioned my name.
Yeah, he heard Eris calling. Billy the Kid. This is my first Billy the Kid book. So, and everybody knows like Nick is loving the current series that's going on right now. And might be my oldest book, if I'm not mistaken. So 15 center.
I want to say that's 50s, bro, just because I know 50s and the 50s sci-fi and Western comics were super big. And 60s was the boom of the superhero.
Yeah, man. Super Villains.
That's a great cover, man.
That's a great cover, bro.
Yeah, I loved it, bro. I think that's my favorite. That and the Betty and Veronica, I think, are my favorites.
Is that Grodd kicking their butt?
Yep.
Dangerous most. It says, see, great Dark Shield Mantis cannot stop the super villains. Only I can bring you their heads.
Yeah.
I freaking love it, man. This is like totally up my alley. The Incredible 373.
Oh, I forgot that cover. That's gorgeous, yo.
Yeah, this is right before the meetup where they combine. I think 377. So a few issues later, the whole combining thing for
Yo,
Peter
Herm,
David. So
do you know how long Peter David's run on Hulk was?
I don't know exact count, but it's like 4 omnibuses full.
Oh dang! Okay, all right. So, I was just gonna say you might have given me a new series to start back issue diving on.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I love that all that 90s stuff. So some Invincible Iron Man 122.
Yeah, that is a dope cover. I love the colors, and it's almost like it kind of looks. It's reminiscent. It's not the Kirby Crackle, but it reminds me of the Kirby Crackle.
And this is like the underdog part of my haul right here because I love the cover.
Yeah, Wandoza, I love his art, dog.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm gonna have to track that down. It reminds me of the Lion Cat from Saga.
Yeah. So
it reminds me of that game. What was that game with that big bird dog looking thing?
Oh, Okami?
No. It's giant and it had feathers. Oh yeah.
Guardian of Me, or the last Guardian or something.
Right.
Thank you.
Nice.
Were you missing those, huh?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I know you were close to.
I didn't have this one.
Nice.
I did have the bunny, but now I get a closed bunny. Now I have one open and one closed. Now I'm specking. You know what I'm saying? So, just to be honest, but this man, I love this right here, man. Like,
damn,
that is awesome.
Like a little signature right there. That's his real signature.
I didn't even know they had those.
Yeah, me neither. Yo,
I seen the skirts, but not the poster. Yeah. So I probably won't take this one out, but I'm gonna throw it over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna put it up real soon.
Oh, he definitely got to put that one up.
Yeah,
heck yeah, man. I'm putting this one up real soon. I'm gonna leave it right there, so I don't want to ruin it while I try to fold it up again. But that's my AOK from Taqi. Thank you so much for this. And if guys, again, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ding, 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 that notification for future videos like this. I don't get AOKs all the time, but when I do, they're awesome like this one. Thank you so much, Taqi. I totally appreciate you. Love you, my brother. Totally appreciate it and everything. And station to you and everyone out there to watch this video on the rewind and stuff like that. Like I said, some of this is going to be clipped out and I'm going to end up, reposting it as a separate video. But that's the end of that video. So, again, guys, thank you so much. That was an awesome AOK again. And I like repeating myself sometimes, but we had a wonderful show. And Battlestar Galactica, we went a little long with Battlestar because it was a 3-hour kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It was the introduction, my introduction. So I like I said, once we get out of here, we're gonna be like, man, we forgot this. Man, we forgot that. Always happens, guys. The next time we're gonna be on together will be this Sunday. Sunday. So boom. Can I find the thumbnail? I'm always not finding the thumbnail. We have Roderican. Hashtag blame Phable tonight. This Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna do Warriors. Clink. Play. Hell yeah. One of my all-time favorite movies. I can't wait to do a rewatch because I haven't seen the ding. I can't do that. So I'm not gonna even have glass all over my carpet and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun watching, reliving that, watching that. I've watched it since I was a kid. It came out the year I was born, 1979. Fantastic year, fantastic movie. One of my all-time. So I can't wait to cover that this weekend. Hashtag blame Phable tonight, and then next week we're doing with Battlestar Galactica, the pilot episode, the actual season. You know what I'm saying? Boom. February 2nd already, a new month, 8 p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do some recent reads. So we're going to talk Battlestar Galactica. We're going to do the next 2 episodes. Episode 1 is called 33, and I think 2 is called Water. So if you guys on Peacock, watch it on Peacock. You know what I'm saying? It's free on there if you have Peacock. And it'll have some commercial, but they're like 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Yeah, they're short. Fast. Yeah,
they're very short. I go pee sometimes when that happens. You know what I'm saying? But, Can't wait. And then we're gonna have like 3 recent reads. Sometimes we go 4. So that's what we're gonna do. The 2 elements will be the show and the recent reads. I love doing that last week. So that was a lot of fun. And then of course, then am I forgetting anything, gentlemen? Am I forgetting anything? Oh, I am forgetting one thing. Next Thursday, finally, the wrestling show.
Nice.
Live on YouTube. Everything Wrestling Talk returns. Hearts Are Wild, Thursday, February 3rd. 6 p.m. Eastern. Brother Joe, me and Brother Joe, JT might be there. Phable might be there. We have like
We might have some tag teams, you know.
JD say he's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Puff is gonna be there. Puff Comics. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? We might have Biggie Shack there. I'm gonna send him link if he wants to. He's more than welcome. It's gonna be. We're gonna talk the Royal Rumble, results of that, some AEW if you want to. Our favorite matches. Oh, and first appearance, Mike 06.
Wow.
PCP crew member Mike 06 is gonna be there. He confirmed with me, so he's gonna be there. I can't wait. First time on the show with him. I am hyped up to have him. He's one of my favorites from the crew. I love him all, but he's one of my favorites, man. We all love Mike. He's a good dude, and so I can't wait. I can't wait. Anybody you love wrestling, you don't even have to love wrestling. You might learn some stuff. You know what I mean? And it
happened to me.
Yeah, there you go. Like
I thought it was gonna be Spider-Man and X-Men, but it was wrestling. I stayed and I learned some things, and it was worth it.
There you go. Yeah, that was great. He came in. Wait, this is it. What did you do again?
Wrong stream. That's
wrong stream. So hopefully I can have Phable there. Phable, you gonna be there or you're not sure yet?
I'll definitely try to make it, my brother. I'm gonna try to make it.
Yes. The beauty about this is if you can't make it in the start, you can come in whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? Come in. I know you work, so but
you might have to come in, do a run in, hit somebody with a chair. Distract the ref, like, hey, ref,
you know. Brother just like, and I tossed him out the ring. I'll take all comers out. Nice, Brother Joe.
Oh man, so Maria Station,
creative
director Station. Didn't get to say Station earlier. So so we're gonna have that wrestling show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Join us. It's gonna be the day after Whiplash Wednesday. Been looking forward to it. Who knows where it goes? A lot of wrestling. Like I said, Royal Rumble, AEW, whatever our favorite matches and stuff like that. You guys know that goes off the rails. And Brother Joe, you know, he's Brother Joe. He's special. He's gonna probably show us a show and tell, even though it's not show and tell time. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, guys, I got this. You know what I'm saying?
We put out this artifact from this. He just got so many things.
I got nothing to show, and then he shows us a whole like. So guys, thanks for joining us. Sorry we're a little late this week. Next week's show is at 8 p.m. So we'll probably try to be on time next time. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for joining us. And if you're watching on the rewind, just comment down below if anything you like about the show and all that. Until next time, guys. Love you all. Station. Peace out. Sorry, wrong one.